G'day guys, I am back with another build video. This time I am on my Baldur's Gate 3 arc. This build is going to be for those people who want to play a rogue character themselves, but also have Astarion in their party. Now, I do not like the melee chick you meet in the ship when it crashes, so I chose not to party with her. But I want to play a stealthy character, and I want to play a ranged character. This doesn't leave us with a whole lot of good options for tanks, unless you roll a hireling. Now, because of that, I've gone ahead and created a tank build that I think is pretty powerful. Now, this is only up to level 5. I have just started, but I will make a full fleshed out guide once I am finished getting him to max level. So let's get started. Now, what you're seeing right here is me testing out the build. I just soloed the Knoll encampment, the little Knoll ambush event. All the Knolls were around level 4. Astarion is level 5 fighter. Going in here, we're going to be dual wielding. Now, our base stats will be 8, 17, 15, 8, 14, and 12. Now, I'm going to take you back to camp, and we're going to re-roll Astarion from scratch. So show you what I've chosen. Let's go ahead and do that now. Now, if you haven't gotten this guy yet, you can unlock him pretty early by going to the dank crypts.
As it should. Dost thou require a new ally?
He'll turn up eventually.
Mayhaps a resurrection instead. As thou desire.
Go ahead and re-roll our class. Okay. Fighter will be our base class. We'll go into fighting style and select defense. This increases our armor class by +1, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but in D&D, that is massive. Moving on to abilities. We're going to be selecting dexterity as our primary side, and our bonus is constitution. We'll drop our strength all the way down to 8 because we won't really be using it. Our dexterity with the assigned bonus will be 17, constitution 15, intelligence 8, wisdom 14, and charisma 12. The reason we're going wisdom is because a lot of the mind spells, troll spells, are wisdom saves, so we want to be able to stay away from those and stay in control of our tank. Charisma, it's kind of a roleplay selection. You can choose intellect or additional strength if you want, but the character itself is very charismatic. So I chose charisma, and he does get a bonus to his performance, which is part of his kit. Let's go ahead and have a look at the skills. I've chosen athletics and acrobatics straight off the bat. Ignoring everything else, as you can see, you get a bonus to performance, deception, and perception by default, sleight of hand as well by default, just because that's the kind of character he is. He is a vampire. We are going acrobatics because it goes off dexterity, and it'll keep us from slipping on our ass when we're walking over ice or the grease that constantly gets thrown on us. We'll go ahead and confirm that, then we'll level him up. Level 2, not a damn thing you need to do. You get an action surge, which is absolutely amazing. Level 3 is where the big stuff is, so we want to change our type to Battle Master subclass, and the maneuvers we want to choose are Riposte, which is going to be absolutely insane for our damage output. The majority of kills we'll have will be from enemies missing us. Go ahead and precision attack, which increases our attack accuracy. And we are going to select evasive footwork. You can evade attacks by imposing disadvantage on melee attacks against you for a round. This is amazing with our additional attacks, because if we're about to get surrounded, we can pop evasive footwork and decrease the incoming damage massively. Moving on to level 4. The feat we want is Dual Wielder. The reason we are going this is because we get a +1 bonus to our armor class. It also allows us to carry 2 weapons at a time. So while we're doing that 2 weapons at a time, we are constantly having a +1 to our armor class. You notice a little bit of trend going here. We're getting additional armor from other sources apart from just dexterity. That means in the future, in higher levels, when we can grab the ability improvements trait, that'll increase our dexterity even more, and hopefully we can get other sources of dexterity to bring this up to 20. That'll bring us up to 20 armor rating. Now, again, I don't know if that is possible. This is only level 5 that I've gotten up to, so that will come in the future with the full build. But as a end of Act 1 character, it is honestly one of the strongest tanks I've seen. I've been playing through the game a little bit. This is my second time running through Act 1. I'm going to do another third time running through Act 1 very soon, because I have ADHD and I am never satisfied. So, that's it. That is that. That is the build. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more build videos in the future, as it is what I love to do. Bye-bye now.